So essentially what it does is it picks up on your voice. Disco. Giant recently announced this light. It's called the X60. It's a full RGB light. And I was asked to do some testing on it. So last night we did a client shoot. We took them to a local gym. It was a low light, kind of like mysterious, anonymous feel where we didn't really want to highlight the client's face. The gym was dimly lit and we definitely didn't have too much control over the lighting. So having an external light certainly helped. Just kind of side light or backlight our subject. Full disclosure, Giant did sponsor this video, so make your own conclusions at the end whether this is the right light for you. One of the biggest things that I was worried about was the battery life on this, and on the front there's this little release. This here is a portable kind of like power bank that they include with it. So the light on its own, yes, you can plug into the wall, you can use it like a normal key light, all that kind of good stuff. But as simple as this, you just attach the connector, power on, and then you're good to go. And I did have some concerns about the battery life. You see the indicator here is on 1. But I started with 4 bars. We shot for about 2.5 hours, and it went down to 2 bars. And at the very end, it just kicked to 1. So I really think practical world use, you get 2 to 3 hours out of this, which is actually a lot more than I expected. And oftentimes I was running this thing at 100% intensity. So for the first part of the shoot, and towards the end, I switched it to 50% intensity. And again, I didn't run out of juice. So that was really cool. Another cool thing about the battery is that if you need that extra little bit of time, say you didn't bring the power cord, that does come with this. What you could do is you can plug in a portable power bank to the side here and extend the battery life even further. Now in terms of overheating, this thing has a built-in cooling fan, so it would kick on from time to time because again, I left it running constant, but it was never an issue for the video shooter. It was still super quiet. So I think even in like a more intimate style interview setting, it wouldn't be a huge issue. So quickly reading through some of the text on this light, it is a 60 watt, so really high powered for a portable light. It says RGB, so you get all the colors on the spectrum. Our client's color, brand color, was yellow. So all I had to do was rotate the knob on the RGB spectrum, and they kind of just stopped me where the brand color kind of suited and matched and also worked for the videographer. Next it says cob. I had to look up what this actually means, but cob light means chip on board. And that essentially means that the LED lights are actually built in to this housing here. Because we were shooting in Sony log and the client wanted that really underexposed look, oftentimes what'll happen is you'll introduce a lot of noise into your actual video footage. So what this did was it offered like a good like rim or fill light, which is the next thing on this. It says fill light. And that essentially means that, yes, this can be used as a key light, like what's happening here. On a 45-degree angle, it's lighting me from one side, and this side is more shadowed and dark. A fill light would essentially just cover that. So what I can do right now is if I power this on, and I just bounce the light off of this wall that's next to me, it's just a white light. What that'll do is fill in this shadow side, and that's what this light is really good for, but you can also use it for cinematic backlighting, side lighting, rim lighting. If you need that harsh light, you can take off this included diffuser, but there's so much variety that this light can actually be used for. And again, I just love that it's like portable, lightweight, quickly throw in my bag, and battery powered. So right now this is set to 1% dimness. You can crank it all the way up to 100 and it gets like super powerful. But this thing has a lot of different modes. For our shoot, we actually shot in just like normal Kelvin. So we were playing around. We actually landed on like 5,000 Kelvin, looked good in there. And then also, as I mentioned, we shot in RGB mode on this, which allowed us to get that brand yellow color for the client. So let's quickly go through the modes here. This is HSI. It has dimness, hue, and saturation that you can custom set. This is the RGB. You can set your red, greens, and blues. So it has like different effects that you can use. So this is called hue pulse. What else do we have here? Firework. Let's wait for that. Okay, fireworks. Disco. If you're finding value in this video, it goes a really long way if you could just leave a like. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, and let's dive back in. Police car, if you really want to scare the vehicle in front of you. CCT loop, not sure what that does. Flash, okay? And then we have something like lightning. So you could have like sound effects going, lightning. It's kind of cool. TV, it's like a flicker. That's actually really cool about this light too. It's anti-flicker, so you know you're gonna get like this constant light all the way through. But in this mode, it does have a flicker. This is a bad bulb if you're shooting like a horror film or something like that. Candle, okay, that works. Paparazzi, okay, pretend you're famous. SOS, come save us, you know, kind of like a flare. Yeah, lots going there. Next, okay, this is music mode. So if I were to play music, it kind of goes to my voice. So if I sing happy birthday to you. See, that's pretty cool. So essentially what it does is it picks up on your voice, but it's also like boom, 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 boom. Okay, my bass sucks. Boom. And then next is just menu. The last few things I want to talk about is we talked about the size of this, but all stripped down, it's actually apparently the size of a credit card, which is actually crazy. It's an all metal design, which I find pretty cool. It seems durable, you know, even if like I threw it in my bag without the supplied case from Jayun, and I wasn't worried about it at all. So like all metal feels good, feels like it's gonna last. Pretty durable. And lastly, what you can do is Jayun makes a different mount for this, so a ZY mount. And what you could do with that is you can get larger soft boxes to get nice roll off of the skin, so you just get like a nice softer look from this. If it's like a smaller diffuser, you can still get a soft look, but like the bigger the source, the softer the effect on the skin. If you're looking for a portable, high-powered light, I would definitely recommend checking this out. Again, do your own research to make sure this is the right tool for the job, but thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you in the next video. Maddie out. Peace.